Welcome back to our channel. We know moving your family to another country is super exciting, but also nerve-wracking. Immigration can be complicated, especially when your little ones depend on you. But don't worry, we're here to help you. As a parent myself who has moved his family to different parts of the world, I understand how daunting the process can seem. So, I've compiled a list of my top 19 immigration tips to help make your move as smooth as possible. So watch till the end of this video if you are thinking of making that coveted move. My name is Trafford. And I'm here to help you become a global citizen and attain financial and travel independence. My team and I at Portugal Bridge specialize in working with high and ultra high net worth individuals just like yourselves. We are here to help you find your freedom and choose where you belong. With some advanced planning and the right mindset, emigrating with kids can be an enriching experience for the whole family. So without further ado, let's dive into our list. Let's start with the top 7 immigration tips for getting your paperwork in order. The paperwork involved in any immigration process can seem endless, but staying organized from the start will make things much more manageable. So step 1, gather your documents. Make copies of the key ones such as birth certificates, marriage license, university degrees, etc. Needless to say, keep the originals in a safe place. The second tip would be file paperwork in a chronological order. As you receive documents, file them in date order in a folder for ease of reference. Include things like application forms, medical exams, correspondence, etc. The third step, in my opinion, is to keep records of communication, be it with your agent, be it with the immigration department. Note the date, time and details of any phone calls, emails or letters related to your application. File written communication and keep copies of important emails. The fourth step, which is extremely important in my opinion, is double-check application forms. Carefully review all application forms to ensure information is accurate and consistent before submission. Small errors can lead to processing delays, which are unnecessary. The fifth step, submit documents on time. Make note of any deadlines for submitting paperwork or appearing for interviews or medical exams. Missing a deadline can negatively impact your application. The sixth step, make copies of submitted paperwork. Keep copies of everything you submit in case any paperwork gets lost or you need to refer to details in the future. And the seventh one would be stay updated with policy changes. Immigration policies can change, so check government websites regularly for updates and see any changes that would have taken place. Keeping good records and staying on top of documentation and deadlines will help reduce stress during the immigration process. While it requires diligence, thorough organization is well worth the effort. With the proper paperwork, you'll feel more at ease as your application progresses. Now, let's go through 7 immigration tips for preparing our beloved children. The immigration process can be complicated and stressful for adults, but also for children. Here are some tips to help prepare your kids. The first one I would suggest is explain the move in an age-appropriate way. Sit down with your children and explain why you're immigrating in simple terms they'll understand. Answer their questions honestly and reassure them they'll be safe and cared for. The second tip is learn about your new home. Read books, watch videos, and explore online together with your children. Look at photos of schools, the neighborhood, and landmarks in your new adopted country. This will make the unfamiliar familiar. And I would even go a step further in saying it will be exciting for the children. The third one is teach them key phrases in local language. Have them learn greetings such as please, thank you, and key questions. This will boost their confidence and ease the cultural shock. The fourth tip I would suggest is prepare paperwork. Make copies of important documents such as birth certificates, passport, and very important vaccine certificates, school reports, which you will definitely need. Explain to your children that they'll need to show them when entering their new adopted country. The fifth step is to pack comfort items. Let your kids pack their favorite books, toys, soft toys, electronics, etc. Familiar items from home will help them feel more at ease in their new surroundings. Now let's move on to the sixth tip. Set realistic expectations. Explain that things may be challenging as they adjust to a new environment and routine. Set goals and rewards for their achievements and positive behavior. With time and patience, embracing your new home can become second nature. The seventh tip, help them make new friends. Encourage your children to introduce themselves to other children their age, especially those from a similar background or other children that have made the move before them. Building a network of friends will help your children combat feelings of isolation and being the outsider. With preparation and an open mind, immigrating with children can be an exciting new chapter. Stay positive. Your kids will follow your lead as new adventures await. And finally, here are the 5 tips for you, the parent, on making the migration transition smooth. Once you've gone through the initial tips to prepare for immigration as a family, here are the final tips to help make the transition as smooth as possible for you. The first tip I would suggest is to connect with other immigrant families. Reach out to other families who have recently emigrated to your new adoptive country. Join online groups or forums. Ask plenty of questions, share experiences, and build a support network. Having a community that understands what you're going through can help alleviate stress and feelings of isolation. The second tip is to learn about healthcare, education, and finances. Research how the system works or how the systems work in your new adoptive country. Research about healthcare, very important, education, extremely important, banking, taxes, etc. The more you understand ahead of time, the less overwhelming it will feel once you arrive. Believe me, every country has their own system which differs to the way things are done back at home. The third tip would be visit your new home before the move. If possible, scout your new city or neighborhood. See your future home, explore locations like the nearest grocery store, public transit, public transportation, library, and schools. The fourth tip would be learn key phrases in local languages. If it's good for your children, it has to be good for you. Pick up some basic greetings, questions, and key phrases in your new country's official language or languages. Being able to say please, thank you, excuse me, and do you speak English can go a long way in easing communication and, above all, cultural adjustment. The fifth and last tip is explain the move to your kids, which I mentioned earlier, but it's important that you understand it. Talk to them about what to expect before, during, and after the big move to help put them at ease. Answer their questions honestly and reassure them that they will make new friends. This is extremely important. Give them opportunities to say goodbye to friends and favorite places. Their successful transition will depend a lot on your support. So there you have it. 19 of what in my opinion are the most helpful immigration tips for parents. From sorting out your finances and documents to preparing your kids for the move. We hope this advice will help you make your immigration journey smoother and less stressful. Moving to a new country can be challenging, but with proper planning and preparation, you and your family will settle in before you know it. Take it step by step and focus on what matters. Remember, many support groups will help you along the way. A new adventure awaits. So go forth and embrace it. The challenges will be worth it. Good luck. See you next time and make it an amazing